It's November 18. November 18. Nighttime over here in New Jersey. On my Instagram page, Mr. Senator Chris Murphy, Mr. Senator Richard Blumenthal, I posted this the COVID-19 vaccination record card that I got in Elizabeth, which proves I am vaccinated and believe in the COVID rules put forward by the American government that people need to get vaccinated because a virus pandemic happened around the world, and the name of the virus, coronavirus COVID-19. And I got vaccinated. I got a first dose and a second dose. This is the proof. Is a record card given to me by the pharmacy in Elizabeth, New Jersey. It's not fake. It is 100% real that I believe in vaccinations when it comes to this type of dangerous viruses. I never got sick with the virus. My mom never got sick with the virus because we both got vaccinated. And I, for so many years, told so many senators and congressmen and governors and officials of the government about the importance of getting vaccinated and getting the COVID-19 vaccination and the record card to prove it that I was vaccinated. Because to be a responsible journalist about this virus pandemic, you have to be healthy. And I have proven that I also participate in gym activities and also in soccer at Warinanco Park, in Roselle, New Jersey, and gym activities at Planet Fitness in Elizabeth, New Jersey, which are regular recommendations given by any doctor in the United States to a 35-year-old man. You can ask any doctor in the United States and they will tell you that those are the recommendations they will give to a 35-year-old man to work out and to do sports. And I have proven with video that I have done those things. My name is Oliver Pichard Espaya. I'm an American citizen with a passport, USA passport, and citizenship. I was a green card holder in Connecticut, totally legal green card holder, and I applied for the citizenship. I passed the test to become a citizen in Connecticut, and I got the citizenship certificate and the passport. Here it is. It's a true passport with my identification numbers in there, with my name, date of birth. You want my date of birth too? February 22nd, 1989. Oliver Pichard Espaya. I got my Constitution book, Mr. Senator. And I'm always very responsible person, because I care for my mom. My mom is 65-year-old. You know, you ask any doctor around the world, what would be the most safety situation for a woman that is 65 and has missing families and lives in a dangerous neighborhood? They will recommend for a family member to be present and to take care of those issues. Am I right? Yes or no answer. Yes, I'm right. Because 65-year-old woman with missing son, first son, Tomás Eduardo, and only daughter, Leonor, that's really threatening to the breast of females, to the little heart of a woman, of a mother. There are mothers' rights in America. We believe in mother's rights. I believe in my mom's rights. I believe in sons' rights. Mom and sons that live together. And there are millions like me, Mr. Senator Richard Blumenthal, Mr. Senator Chris Murphy. There are millions like me, mom and sons that live together and try to work it out for the best of their future, for the best of their economy, their security, their families, for the best of their future companies or their current companies, for their situation. They want to improve. And I'm being very, very friendly to my mother because I show her my artwork. Every time she comes to my room to give me coffee, she sees this beautiful painting of Nicole Stavropoulos. And she's a real adult woman from where I'm from, Dominican Republic. The sister of Gregory Alexander Stavropoulos. So the White House has Instagram. The White House has Twitter. The White House has YouTube. I only got 2 hands, Mr. Senator, and 2 feet, 2 legs. 2 hands, 2 feet. If I take on a 4 social media, I'm gonna fall to the ground. Do you understand? The laws of God? The laws of God. I only got 1 hand, 2 hands, and 2 feet. That's 4. 2 hands, 2 feet. So, I can only handle 3 apps: Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. If I take on a 4, guess what? I'm on 1 leg. I'm balancing everything. I'm balancing everything on 1 leg. If I take on another app, another social media app, I fall to the ground. That's the way it goes. You could ask any doctor in America. If it's too much, your heart will have problems. You will have heart problems. So if it's too much for you, don't take it. True story. Ask any doctor. If you take on a 4 social media app, it's too much because I'm balancing everything on 1 leg. If I take on a 4 social media app, I fall to the ground. Gravities. The laws of gravity, Mr. Senator Chris Murphy, Richard Blumenthal. Don't you want to fight for Professor Matthew Weber from Middlesex Community College? He'll be so proud of me. From Middletown, Connecticut. Don't you want to fight for teachers? Mr. Senator Chris Murphy, Richard Blumenthal. Fight for Professor. Espérate, estoy terminando. Fight for Professor Matthew Weber from Middletown, Connecticut, Middlesex Community College. I took the fine art major. That's his flag, Mr. Professor Matthew Weber. You can ask the FBI if this is a correct, true name of a person, professor from Middletown, Middlesex Community College. Matthew Weber. And also Professor Judith de Graphite. Judith de Graphite. 2 art teachers from the fine arts major at Middlesex Community College. If you want to go even more, with 2 colleges, in Hartford, Connecticut, Capital Community College. You could ask Ida Hesmer, an architecture professor, about this beautiful thing I painted because she taught coloring as a class. Coloring with pencils Look at this beauty. She will be so proud of me. Ida Hesmer, Matthew Weber, Judith the Graphite from Connecticut. Connecticut citizens, 100% professors. Professors just like my mother, Amira Mercedes Payavi, Suno de Pichardo. Don't you want to fight for Ira, for Judith, and for Matthew from Connecticut, and their students, and their sacrifice that they did to risk it all at a community college in Connecticut? Nobody fights for community college. How about you, Mr. Senator Chris Murphy? Senator Richard Blumenthal, do you want to fight for community college? Do you want to fight for community colleges? Huh? Do you want to fight for community colleges? This is acrylic painting. I took sculpture with Matthew Weber. I took oil painting with Judith the Graphite from Middlesex Community College. I took coloring with Ida Hesmer, an architect. Important architect, dude, because I'm talking about a lot of issues regarding architecture and infrastructure in New Jersey, next to New York, that is next to Connecticut, the Constitution state. So, Mr. Chris Murphy, Richard Blumenthal, do you want to fight for the museum that I told you, the great idea to create the best museum in the world, honoring Oliver Ellsworth, the first senator, Supreme Court justice, and one of the founders of the United States and Constitution, Oliver Ellsworth. Oliver Ellsworth. For Matthew Weber, for Ida Hesmer, for Judith the Graphite, will you do it? Will you please do it? Please, please. Or for Officer David Goodwin, for Officer Matthew Bloom, for Supervisor of the Police Department in Middletown, Connecticut, Sebastian, will you do it? Please. Will you fight for missing person? Tomás Eduardo Pichardo Espaillat, Lenore Pichardo Espaillat. Will you do it, please? Senator Chris Murphy, Senator Richard Blumenthal, will you please do it? I have the microphone. I have sang karaoke in Connecticut with my friend Mike Leonard from Crown Plaza. I sang karaoke at his job. He had a second job, just like me. I get multiple jobs to try to survive. He had a baby. He has a wife. At the time I met him, he had a baby named Elia Leonard. And I met him. So when I met him, I gave a lot of teddy bears that belonged to my sister. I washed them before. I washed them. I put it in the washing machine. And I gave them a bag full of teddy bears for Elia. And they were like teddy bears a boy could use. So I gave a bunch of my sister's teddy bears to Elia, and they were clean, they were washed. The son of Mike Leonard from Connecticut. And yeah, I watch at his house. I watch the Boston Celtics. He's a Boston Celtic fan. I've been to Luigi Rafala's house in Middletown apartment, and also his uncle's house, where we watched Azzurri play soccer in the Euro Cup, and at his apartment I watched Mayweather fight Manny Pacquiao. So I got great stories to tell you about Connecticut. Even learning about exercises and diets from Shannon Harwood at Dunkin' Donuts, a great guy. I put things up and put them down. He asked me to pretend to be Arnold Schwarzenegger to make him laugh. I pick things up and put it down. Please, Mr. Senator, please.